Hello guys, it's Antoinette here today and I'm so happy to be finally able to say welcome to my channel. Today I decided to talk about something that I believe I should really address because I was promising to upload this video for ages. However, things happened which kind of obstructed me from recording the video, and I believe that it's time for me to raise the curtain and talk a little bit more about what's happened to me over the last 2 months. If you've been following me on any of my social media or reading my blog Letters to Antoinette, you probably know that I moved from Bulgaria to Denmark for good in April earlier this year. And even though the title below this video states that I'm going to be talking about my move, well, I'm not really going to be talking about that move in detail. So, yeah, some other things have happened that obstructed me from recording this video and starting properly this YouTube channel, despite all of my promises. So I really think I should raise the curtain and be honest with you. So in April I decided to start my life over and come to live in Copenhagen with my boyfriend, do my master's degree and, you know, find a job, develop my blog even further and start this YouTube channel. However, things really didn't work out the way that I've planned them to. First, when I moved here, I was surprised to find out that I love Copenhagen and that my idea of the place was completely different than the reality. In fact, before I moved, I thought that I would stay here for a few months and then probably move to London or New York. I don't know, I just had this vision of the place. It is very dark and gloomy and that the people are very unhappy, and this was so not true. I fell in love with the architecture, with the vibrancy, with every single thing, you know? All the shades of Copenhagen I simply loved. So this is the first thing that really surprised me, and the second one was that, you know, professionally I was kind of failing, or at least that's how I saw it. CBS, Copenhagen Business School, they rejected me, which for me was shocking because I was pretty certain that I was gonna get in. Then my blog, I was transferring its content from Blogger to WordPress and I had many issues with that. It really freaked me out. And I did try to record a few videos and I didn't really felt like it. I thought, whoa, I can't be a vlogger, I can't see it, you know? And on the top of that, I couldn't find a job. And living in Denmark without a job is just not okay. The standard is so high, it's just everything is way too expensive. So no matter your savings, nothing can save you. So you just really need a job. At the same time, I'm sorry if I'm like rambling or I'm being awkward, but I haven't really spoken about that in detail to anyone until now. So, during that point of my life, I had fallen for a city. I loved this place, I really wanted to settle down, but I was kind of falling out of love with other things and people. So, my boyfriend back then and we didn't even argue, but we didn't really have a normal relationship, in the sense that we didn't really spend time together, despite the fact that we were living together. Or the time that we spent together was, you know, business talk. We just stopped talking about it, about our relationship, about the positive things. We just started being very rational about things. And in my mind, my idea of love is something else. So I started lacking things, not only professionally, but also personally. Do you call it this way? Yeah, in my personal life. I was getting very sad very often, and very often I would prefer to stay in bed all day rather than be out and with people. Quite a few months passed with me not being able to find a job, being unhappy with, you know, where I was, and also being unhappy in my relationship. So one day I woke up and I just knew that I have to do something about it. I always give advice to people and I always write on my blog that to be happy, you should go for your happiness, you know, you should find your way to be happy, you should be bold, you should just get out there, do something about it. And I knew that my something to do was just to move out and to leave my what is now ex-boyfriend, you know, find his happiness and at the same time give myself a chance to be happy. So yeah, this happened a few months ago, and during this time something very positive happened to me and very unexpected. I met someone, and that's very shocking because I didn't plan it to, you know, and I always plan things. I always know when I'm ready to meet someone, if it makes any sense. It's a bit crazy, but it just caught me by surprise completely. And what more, the name of the person was the same as the name of my ex-boyfriend. So this was very shocking for me, and for it was like, I don't know, it was just very confusing for me. Why was this happening, you know? But then I just took the plunge because I felt it was the right thing to do. I had intuition, and I, for the first time, decided to listen to it. I said to my head, stop thinking, you know, stop that. Because if I had given it more thought, I would have stayed in my previous flat and kept on living this half-life where I just didn't feel happy at all. And I couldn't even make the person who was living with me happy because, yeah, we were just living in our own little bubble world, you know. So we kind of started growing apart so much that I knew I just had to leave. And this is the first time in my life I was selfish about it. I knew that I was gonna hurt people, but I knew that if I hadn't done it, one day I would have regretted it so much. So yeah, I didn't speak with any of my friends about that. I didn't share this with my parents, with no one. It was my decision, and for the first time I just didn't want to hear anyone's advice because I knew they were gonna not tell me off, but talk me out of it, you know, because I'm sure they were gonna be, but is this the right thing to do? Think about it. What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna live? Blah blah blah, etc. So I didn't really want to hear anything like that, because at the end of the day, that's my life, and it's all about how you cook it up, you know. It's all about how you decide to create your life for yourself. So yeah, things happened and progressed very quickly with the boy that I met. His name is Philip, and now we live together. We live together, and it's crazy, you know. Sometimes I sit in our new flat and I think, what's happening? Like, what's happened? How I'm just, even now, I can't even express how I feel. It's so difficult to catch up with everything that's taken place. It's so difficult to catch up with my feelings. And it's so difficult because I never really spoke about it out loud. Yeah, my parents now know, my closest friends know things about this part of my life and about, you know, the past few months, but not in detail. Everything that's happened, I kept for myself. And speaking up to you, it's a huge thing for me. And it's just, I feel like this, you know, the secret is kind of out. Because many people, I think, didn't realize what I was going through, because I was saying the same name, so people thought I was maybe living in a new flat with the same person, but in fact I wasn't. And it was really me getting out of my comfort zone completely, you know. Not only was in a new country, but now with a new boyfriend. And it was just too much. And I think maybe if you ask me whether this was the right thing to do and whether I still think it was the right thing to do, undoubtedly yes. Because now I feel inspired to record this video. I feel inspired to write my blog post. I feel inspired to find a different type of job. So it's kind of like me, you know, chasing my dreams again. And I had stopped doing that. I was unhappy and miserable and I couldn't snap out of it. And now I had already done it. So I believe that my actions, no matter, because I'm sure people will judge me. Of course they will. And that's absolutely normal. I don't blame anyone if, you know, they decide to say, oh, she's crazy, why would she do that? Why would she move from one flat to live with someone else? This is so bad. What about the previous one? Like, what is he doing now? Where is he now? Well, yeah, I know, but well, I don't even want to justify my actions, because it's not about that. it's about what I felt was right. And for the first time, I just switched off my brain completely and I went for my feeling, and I really don't regret that. And actually the only advice I can give to people and to anyone who asks me if they're in the same situation, it would be act when you still have the gut, when you still have the instinct. Because the moment you start thinking, you do things in the rational way, but sometimes the rational is not what's best for you and for your heart. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. And this is why I delayed recording this video, because I really needed to first catch up with my own feelings and really think about what's happened and really get in terms with it, because it's crazy. And yeah, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, whoa, seriously, did I do that? Was I that brave? This is not me. Usually I'll just stay and ask for advice and just keep on speaking about it. But now I just proved myself that I can be bold, and I'm glad that I did that. Because you know, at the end of the day, if I'm gonna give anyone advice, I should be able to follow it myself, right? Anyway, I don't really want to talk more about it, because we're gonna have many more videos to speak about subjects like, you know, relationships and love and like everything that's happened to me in the past. But now I just want to tell you a little more about this channel and about what you should expect from it. So similarly to Letters to Antoinette, my personal blog, here I would love to get very personal with you, so that to inspire you to get personal with me as well. And what I mean by that is that I encourage any type of, you know, dialogue. So if you want to send me a letter and ask me for advice, or if you want to just, you know, ask me to speak about a particular subject or hear my thoughts on relationships, love, like everything, of course I'll do that. I'll be more than happy to do that, because this is the whole point behind of this channel. Apart from that, I'm gonna be showing you my daily routines. I'm gonna be talking about the things that I like, the things that I don't like, and I'm gonna be vlogging. I'm gonna be preparing weekly vlogs, and hopefully I'll be doing vlogmas this year, so fingers crossed. Actually, Philip right now is picking up my new vlogging camera, so I really hope everything is fine and I have it by the end of the day, so that I can start vlogging for real. So yeah, I hope I'll be seeing you very often, and my next video is gonna be 50 facts about me video. So yeah, I'm thinking about the facts that I'll be sharing with you already, but I'm so indecisive. I'm pretty sure maybe there'll be a bit more than 50. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, see you soon. Bye!